Hey guys!
Hello everyone.
Welcome to Confessions of Worn Out Baristas.
Yeah, episode 1.
Yes! This is it's our first episode.
Yeah, so exciting. So, if you couldn't already tell, we are baristas and we are worn out. And I'm ready to confess.
That was a great description. Basically what our channel is going to be about is going to be stories and pet peeves and informational crap about working at coffee shops and honestly just customer service in general.
Yeah.
Because we've had quite a few customer service jobs.
And we just really want to stress that these are just opinions. They're just opinions.
Yeah, they're just opinions and personal experiences. It does not reflect who we work for or who anybody works for. Because we actually love you guys to send in your stories, which is why it says baristas, plural.
So it's not just the two of us talking.
Well, there's always interesting stories that everybody has to say or point of views that we'd love to share with everyone. So just in the description below, our Gmail is baristaconfessionslk @gmail.com. Oh, I'm Lisa, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm Katya.
Totally forgot that crap.
Also, with your submissions to us, please give us an alias and say it's okay to use your story because I don't want to get sued.
Yeah. And if you just feel more comfortable saying anonymous,
that's fine.
That's chill. All right, so our first episode is actually going to be pet peeves about drive-thru.
Yeah, we work for a little place
called the Siren.
The Siren. Yeah.
Yes, the Siren.
She comes for you. She lures you in.
So what's your biggest pet peeve, Katya?
There's a lot. A big one that I have is when you don't shut your truck off when you're ordering, and then I can't hear what you say. And when I ask you to repeat it, you scream it at me.
Yeah, and I mean, it's okay because some people think we're deaf, but
I guarantee you.
I promise that the reason I'm asking you to repeat it is not because I couldn't hear you, it's because of your big... And I mean, you can hear your truck too. I've been in somebody's big truck who was ordering, and I was like, dude, I can't even hear myself talk, or think, or know what I want.
Yeah, it's just it's really annoying, and it's really hard for me to get your order.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be nice about it. I'm sorry, can you just repeat it? And then you scream it at me. Yeah,
it's just...
let's do it. Do that, and then...
Okay. It kind of hurts my voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I couldn't hear that. I'm sorry, ma'am. Could you repeat that?
And then... Then they screaming at you, and
actually it's so funny because when they scream it, I can't even. It's like a weird phenomenon because I can't even hear it that time. Maybe I'll catch some things the first time, but it's their pitch is the same with the truck.
Yeah,
that it just gets blended in, and I feel like I've become a master lip reader. Mouth
that's
lip
another
reader,
thing.
whatever the heck that's called.
We can see you. We have cameras in our drive-thru.
Oh yeah, that's one thing people get really freaked out about. Oh, I love your dog, and then they look around.
Yeah, I didn't know we had cameras until I started working there.
Okay, yeah, definitely another one I have is when people come up to the drive-thru, and it's an instant. There's no pause. I mean, there's a difference between being hello and. I promise. I will answer the drive-thru in a timely manner. I don't need you to scream hello at me. It's how are you? And then maybe what'll happen is I'll be like, hi, I'll be right with you. And then it'll be, hello? Hello? Can you hear me? No, I lost you. What's happening? Where are you?
That's another thing. It's when I'm I'll be right with you, and then somebody starts ordering.
Yeah, and I mean, that could also be, sometimes it gets lost. Sometimes people don't hear you. Today that happened to me. I was hi, I'll be right with you, because I was at the front of register and I couldn't get to the drive-thru in time. So I was helping another customer while talking to this guy on the headset. I was hi, I'll be right with you. And I was okay, so your name's Bob? Yeah, I got that. But And then he continued to order, and I was like, okay, I'll be right with you. And then he continued to order again, and I'm like, yes, what could I get started for you? I'm like, it's like, I'm not, I just need a second, man. Just a second.
People get so offended when, like, they start ordering, and you're like, I'm so sorry, I'll be right with you. They get so offended, like, that you cut them off in their order.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes, and sometimes I do feel bad because there's these girls who are just going to work, but they'll have this huge order that's like,
I want a soy latte with an extra shot, extra caramel drizzle with whip. Actually, no, forget the whip. Oh, I actually want non-fat instead. Can you put sugar-free vanilla, sugar-free cinnamon dolce, and extra sugar-free cinnamon dolce topping? Oh, do you not have that? Just put cinnamon.
Ugh.
and that'll happen. And it's like, that's okay. And sometimes it's like, it's really funny because it'll turn into a competition sometimes. Like, the lady will say it as fast as possible, and I'm like, yeah, I got all that. Honestly, it's just about how fast my finger works to hit the buttons. I remember everything you said. It's just, I have to hit all those stupid buttons to tell the other person.
Going back to, like, the fact that we can see you when I drive through, I've definitely had some experiences, like, if I've made a customer mad or we're out of something, they'll flip the camera off.
Yeah, it's...
And another coworker
like,
of mine, like...
Do you really need to do that?
They did that, and, like, she got on the speaker and was like, we can see you. And the customer was like, I'm so sorry. Like, apologizing for the person next to him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, when you come up to our window, do not ask us to take your trash. Never. Don't. Just don't.
You can't do that actually at any drive-thru. It's a health code violation.
It's your trash. Throw your trash away.
Like, we don't know what's on there. It could be cocaine, and even sometimes people will be like, but this is your cup. And I'm like, well, I didn't hand it to you in this transaction. So I don't know where it's been. I cannot take it. And it sucks because some people will get really upset. I've had people flip me off for it. I've had people almost look like they were going to tip over the tip jar because they were so pissed. And it's like, I can't do anything about a health code violation.
Yeah, like, it's not my fault. Plus, like, it's your trash. You should have thrown it away.
I mean, I do wish we had at our store, we don't have trash cans outside of the place. Yeah. So it is a problem.
But, like, the other day,
we'll put it in the complaint box.
This woman, like, came through the drive-thru and was like, hi, I have trash. And, like, the girl at the window was like, I'm sorry, I can't take it. Turns to her boyfriend, gives her boyfriend the cup. Boyfriend throws it out the window in our drive-thru, drives away. So, like, the cup was just sitting there on the ground.
I don't know.
Like, I'm sorry I couldn't take your trash, but couldn't you have waited, like, 5 seconds to, like, throw it away at the gas station right across the street?
And here's my thing. If you have trash in your car, which means you have decided to eat in your car to make your car a restaurant, then your restaurant needs to deal with your trash. Do you see another McDonald's going to, like, a Taco Bell, like, can I throw away my trash in your trash can?
I just can't.
Yeah, like, what do you think is going to happen when... Your restaurant needs to deal with your garbage. And, I mean, I don't mind them going outside and just dumping their trash in our dumpster. Like, you can just toss it over. I do that every so often.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
like, when you...
or, like, come in and toss it. I don't mind. But, like, don't bring in... Don't toss it in the drive-thru. Don't toss it at people. Yeah, that's another thing we had a problem with. I mean, this is not drive-thru, but it was in cafe. We had a very interesting customer.
Oh my God.
She just tossed trash at the barista because she wasn't getting what she wanted, even though there was a line of 20 people.
It's ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, that is another thing. In drive-thru, I have found many times, especially because our drive-thru is kind of a weird design. Honestly, a lot of siren drive-thrus are a weird design. But I have people who come up to the window and then they'll be like, do you have any idea what this just said to me? I'm like, I have no idea, sir. And they're like, yeah, could you tell them they're in the next car over, they get off? And I was like, I'm not allowed to say that to customers, sir. And he's like, I'll give you $5 if you do it. And I'm like, I can't help you. And they'll complain about it to me. Sometimes they'll be mad at me. Like, why is your drive-thru designed that way? I had to wait before 5 cars before I could get in line, even though I've been waiting there for so long. And I'm like, you can talk to the architect. I'm like, Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Oh, okay.
Let me just get out my shovel and redistribute all the dirt.
Yeah, people get mad at other cars in line and do not honk in a drive-thru.
Oh, yeah, because honestly,
It's
we don't
very
know who
annoying.
you're honking at. Most of the time, it's the person behind you, but then the person in front of you is like, this guy's honking at me. And then there's a whole line of people like, who's honking?
Yeah. Oh, another thing like that I don't think people realize is that we can all hear you on the floor. If we have headsets, we can hear what you say.
Oh, yeah, it's not just one person.
Yeah, it's
like,
not
the
just one.
entire staff will know what kind of person you are.
Yeah, so if you
over
are
the headset.
very, like, mean to a barista, all of us can hear you.
Yeah. We've actually almost had a customer fired because...
Yeah. They
Yeah,
weren't
but
fired,
that was
but
a
they were, like, almost asked to not come back.
It was pretty... it's close to fire. But that was a very, very special case. Okay, another thing I flippin' hate is if you're taking a phone call in the drive-thru. And okay, let's talk about exceptions, because I understand when you have a busy, like a business phone call that is urgent that you must take, and it just so happens to be the worst time possible. I get it. Like, you have to take it.
I really respect people who, like, pull up and they're like, hey, I'm at the siren. I have to go. I have
The
a...
censor is
I have
real.
to go. And they hang up. I respect you for doing that. But, like,
Yeah.
if you're on the phone, like, talking to, like, your best friend, like, girl, like,
Or if you let me know, you're like, I'm so sorry, I'm just going to take this phone call real fast, and then I'll hang up, and then I'll put in my order.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But, like...
Actually, it's really interesting, because people will come in at peak, the busiest time possible. And, like, we always have these designated times when we are about to get, like, really, really bad. So... there's a lot of people on, like, business calls or whatever, talking to their, like, significant others or their kids or whatever, and they're in Starbucks, and they're like, yeah, just give me a second, I have to order my coffee. Hi, I want my grande pike with cream and 2 sugars, and then they'll say this whole thing. And then they'll go back, and they'll be like, oh, and how are you? And then I'll be like, oh, and was that 2 sugar? And she's like, yeah, it was.
Like, calm down.
Honestly, Shirley can't even say that. Like, and it gets to like, you can talk crap later.
The way,
and they
like,
were real mean.
the way people
Honestly.
order really bothers me. Like, when you order, if you are a passenger in somebody's car, please just tell the driver your order. Just, I don't care how complicated it is, but when you're, like, screaming over them or, like, barely talking, it's really hard. It's really
just
hard.
uncomfortable for everyone.
And if we get your order wrong, like, sorry.
And then you get mad at the window, and it's like, it sucks because you're trying to play charades with somebody. Like, I don't know what you're saying about your flat white. You want a decaf, you want a blonde, you want an extra shot. And when I ask you to repeat it and you're in the passenger seat, I'm not really asking you to repeat it. I'm asking the driver to repeat it. Especially if I've said that 5 times. And then they'll be like, yeah, can you give me a grande latte with decaf?
I'm sorry.
And then I'll be like, yeah, okay, let's roleplay this.
Okay.
Yeah, can I get a grande latte with decaf?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that?
I need a grande flat white with decaf. And I think I want one. Yeah, and
I'm really sorry. I'm having a hard time hearing.
Can I get a grande flat white? It's just
Oh
like,
my god, that's another pet peeve. When you have an attitude with me after I, like, apologize, like, I'm so sorry, I just couldn't hear that, and you get an attitude about it, like, chill.
Yeah. Okay, sometimes though, some people's voices just have a natural attitude, and you can see it in their face. Like, they'll be like, yeah, that's fine, and then they'll repeat it.
Yeah.
But then there's the people who, it's like, I may have been somewhere. What a lot of people don't know, so this is information time. Baristas are all over the floor constantly. It doesn't matter what time of day. Sometimes we're planted, and that's when, they probably couldn't hear you. And that's during peak, when it's really busy. Probably a person is planted in their position. But a lot of the times, people are all around the store doing things. So when they're taking an order, they're not at the screen. They're not at the screen to look at your face to see what you're saying out of your lips. Like, they might be grabbing something from the back so they can be making mocha while taking your order.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they might be helping with drinks. So when they're asking for your order, they're remembering it, and then they're going to put it in. And so sometimes when they ask you to repeat it, they just forgot something. It's not that they need to be yelled at. And some people who are in a rush, like the pace of when you order, like the faster you order does not mean the faster your drink comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And also, it's not a race to get to the window. Fun fact, it's actually better if you don't get to the window super fast because our window times go down. Yeah, because they'll like race to the window expecting their drink to be done after they've ordered it. And it's like, you have 9 shots pulling.
I just dislike when one car is gone and then I'm waiting for the next car at the window. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, like, it takes you 2 years to get up to the window. Like...
Although, with ours, let's be fair. Like, we have another ordering menu, and sometimes people order there. Or if you go past the window.
People miss the box all the time.
Oh, yeah. Because the box, honestly, the new boxes are really weird, and it doesn't show the speaker.
One more pet peeve of mine, mobile orders. That just drive through. You need to stop and you need to say, like, hi, I ordered this. So we can get it ready for you. It's like when you just pull up, I have no idea what you got.
I honestly get really scared when people pull up that fast as a mobile order. And I'll usually tell them, like, hey, just let us know at the window. Because sometimes people don't know. It's like their first time mobile ordering or something. But when you drive up that fast, I don't know what you have. And that doesn't mean just drinks. Like, you could be robbing us. You could be doing a lot of things.
Yeah, we're actually, like, taught not to answer the window, but we do it out of the goodness of our, like, heart.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, it's safety precautions.
Yeah, we're not doing it to spite you. Just stop and tell us, hey, I have an order for Janet or something like that.
All right, so we're actually coming to an end of our first episode.
Yeah.
It's been fun, you guys. Let us know if you want us to continue this chat about pet peeves of drive-thru. Let us know in the comments some of your pet peeves if you're in the drive-thru as a customer and a barista.
Yeah, send them to us. Send us stories that we can read.
And we're excited to get to talk to you guys more.
Thanks.
Have a great day.